Project Tiger is a wildlife conservation, management, and a movement initiated in India to protect the endangered tiger. The project was initiated in 1973 by the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change of the Government of India. As of March 2025, there are 58 protected areas that have been designated as tiger reserves under the project. As of 2022, there were 3,682 wild tigers in India, which represents 75% of the global wild tiger population. The project was initiated to protect the tiger and its habitat and to establish a dedicated tiger reserve for sustaining the tiger population of the country. As per the Section 38 of the Wildlife Protection Act 1972, the state governments are responsible for preparing a tiger conservation plan, which includes planning and management of notified areas and maintaining the requisite competent staff to ensure the protection of the tiger reserve and providing inputs for maintaining a viable populations of tigers, co-predators and prey animals. Tiger reserves consist of a core area which include parts of protected areas such as national park or a wildlife sanctuary and a buffer zone which is a mix of forested and non-forested land. Project Tiger is aimed at performing the necessary activities to ensure viability of tiger populations in the core area and to promote a balance between the existence of the people and the animals in the buffer zones. In 2006, National Tiger Conservation Authority was formed to administer the tiger reserves, which were set up as a part of the Project Tiger, with Project Tiger becoming a centrally sponsored scheme to provide funding for the establishment and administration of the tiger reserves. In 1973, 9 protected areas were initially designated as tiger reserves. By late 1980s, the initial 9 reserves, covering an area of 9,111 15 square kilometers, had been increased to 15 reserves containing an area of 24,700 square kilometers. By 1997, 23 tiger reserves encompassed an area of 33,000 square kilometers, and latest as of December 2024, there are 57 protected areas that have been designated as tiger reserves. During the tiger census of 2006, a new methodology was used extrapolating site-specific densities of tigers, their co-predators, and prey derived from the camera trap and science surveys using GIS. Based on the result of these surveys, the total tiger population was estimated at 1,411 individuals, ranging from 1,165 to 1,657 adults and subadults tigers of more than 1.5 years of age. The 2010 National Tiger Assessment estimated the tiger population of the country in India around 1,706. As per Ministry of Environment and Forest, the wild tiger population in India stood at 2,226 in 2014, with an increase of 30.5% since the 2010 estimate. In 2018, according to the National Tiger Conservation Authority, there were an estimated 2,603 to 3,346 wild tigers, with an average of 2,967 in existence in India. The wild tiger population expanded from 3,682 as of 2022. As India is home to majority of the wild tiger population, the increase in population of tigers in India played a major role in driving up global populations, as well as the number of wild tigers globally rose from 3,159 in 2010 to 3,890 in 2016, according to WWF and Global Tiger Forum. Project Tiger is headed by an additional Director General based at New Delhi, with regional offices at Bangalore, Guwahati and Nagpur. The wildlife habitats that fall under Project Tigers are categorized into different conservation includes that is designated as Shivalik Terai, the Northeast, the Sundarban, the Western Ghats, the Eastern Ghats, Central India and the Sariska. Function under the ambit of Project Tiger include protection of tiger habitats, daily monitoring, facilitating ecological development for local people in the buffer zones, voluntary relocation of people from core or critical tiger habitats, and addressing human-wildlife conflicts. As a part of the project, the state are provided assistance on curtailing poaching activities such as disseminating information on poachers, assisting in combing forest floor to check for traps and other anti-poaching activities, maintaining tiger database, providing grants and training for deployment of special tiger protection force. Wireless communication systems, infrared thermal cameras, and monitoring systems have been developed within the tiger reserve to assist in patrol activities. Project Tiger's efforts are hampered by poaching, deforestation, habitat destruction, construction, and irregularities in the administration of certain reserves. The Forest Rights Act, enacted by the Indian government in 2006, recognized the rights of the forest-dwelling communities in the buffer zone. Some of the wildlife experts have questioned the implications of the same on tiger conservation, as it will increase human-animal conflict and might give opportunities for poaching, while others argue that the overlooks the reality of human-tiger coexistence and the abuse of power by authorities, wherein local people who have been coexisting with the animals are being evicted from their traditional land rather than allowing them a proper role in decision-making to aid the tiger crisis. It is therefore important to highlight that in spite of various challenges and bottlenecks, the Project Tiger has thrived over the years and has substantiated the tiger population of India. There is no doubt that the number of poaching and the accidental death of tigers from 1973s have decreased drastically. However, it is also important to mention that the poaching of tigers and the persecution of tigers in India has not vanished completely. There are still reports of poisoning of tigers, there are still reports of tiger human conflicts, as well as sporadic reports of poaching across the country, particularly for those reserves which are along the bordering regions of international boundaries are more vulnerable to poaching than the other areas. It has also been noted that the density of the tigers have increased in some parts of India, while in other areas their numbers have fallen or no records of tigers could be detected in these areas. There are plans and there has been attempts of translocating tigers from heavily dense tiger populated areas to less dense or no tiger zones to increase the population of the apex predator in those ecosystems. Many of the initiatives of the Project Tiger has been criticized by global experts as well as experts from India, but nonetheless the project has stand still as a monumental successful conservation effort by a government across the world and can serve as a global model for conservation of endangered and critically endangered species. It must be said that the government of India deserves credit that in spite of all the odds and the decreasing number of population at one point of time, success has been seen in increasing the number of population, and today India stands as the world's largest concentration of wild tigers in the entire planet. Shoykot Kumar Basu, Bureau Report, Kalinga Chronicle TV.